Here is the Crescendo Music Education Podcast, episode number 72. This podcast is being recorded on the lands of the Turrbal people. I acknowledge them as the traditional owners of the land and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. They were the first music makers on this land. And welcome to this episode of the Crescendo Music Education Podcast. And today I am joined by my work bestie, who you hear mentioned in almost every episode, Deb Bryden.
Yay.
So we are going to talk only about Together Sing. It's a really, really important part of my professional life at the moment. Deb's professional life. We spend a lot of time working on Together Sing, and it is for you and for your children that we do this. So, Deb, would you like to start and tell us what Together Sing is?
Well, if you haven't heard about Together Sing, where have you been? It's time to get on board. Together Sing is, look, what's our official line? A coordinated opportunity to sing together. But really, it's a song. Together Sing is a song that is written specifically each year. Last year was our inaugural year, and this year's our second year. And this song is written for you to sing in your classrooms with your children. It's also written for you to perhaps perform on an assembly, or just to sing on an assembly, or to do whatever you want with. It's really a package of materials, and we'll talk a bit later, hey, about what's in there when you sign up. It's free to sign up. It will always be free to sign up, and that's basically what it is. Song. Oh, the other aspect of it is that it links in Queensland, where we are, with Queensland Mental Health Week, which is this year from the 7th to the 15th of October. But really, it's just about singing, and singing for your own mental well-being. So you can do it whenever you like. In Australia, Mental Health Month is the whole of October. In Queensland, Mental Health Week is the 7th to 15th of October. Wherever you are, you can just sing for mental health whenever, because that's what singing is.
Yes, it is all about all of those unique benefits of singing together for your well-being. So when this was devised, created, which we're going to tell you that story in a little while, it was trying to look at how we can promote singing together for our well-being, as well as how important our music programs are. So there's this undercurrent that's sometimes more obvious than others.
It's quite an overt undercurrent.
An undercurrent. It's an in-your-face. Music education is important, and everyone should have access to it. Now, having said that, you actually don't even have to be at a school to do this. We've actually had lots of community choirs sign up, adult choirs. It's a great joining in sort of song. You can sign up, get the song, get the materials, don't even perform it till next year. Save it for a concert for next year. I do it always as a whole concert sing-along type thing. So all of my children know it at one of our choral concerts, and we have literally the YouTube clip up there, and the audience joins in. So it's great for adults to sing as well. So it's not just for children. Depending on your students, I even think that some high school, secondary type students could sing it, and certainly could learn to play it. That would give a little added level of difficulty, but it's, I guess, primarily based at primary age children up to about 13 years. But it's a great song to sing. We've already performed it with a choir. It's on YouTube if you want to have a look. Rhonda Davidson Irwin's choir. Shout out Rhonda. And Rhonda's the composer this year too. So she sang it with her community choir, her children's choir and her adult choir. It was recorded. It's now on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. And there was a 3-year-old and a 93-year-old in this group of singers. So there, if that's not proof, it's not for all ages. So
Absolutely.
basically, do this song wherever, with whoever. We're sending some messages here.
Yeah.
I want to get Deb to tell us about the origins of Together Sing. I'm asking her because when I tell it, it's a bit too long.
Well, this started out in Mackay in central Queensland. Debbie and I were in Mackay, which is, a 2-hour plane flight from Brisbane where we live. And we were in Mackay for a seminar, a 3-day, I think, workshop,
I think
maybe.
3,
Yeah.
2, 3,
Up to something.
something.
We were up there 2 days. It was that one, yes. And we're up there and we'd been talking during the day with the participants at this workshop about whole group singing and about singing at your school and ways to build a singing culture in your school. Using songs as a means to come together and to sing together. And whether you do that in your class or at an assembly, we were talking about lots of ideas and people were coming up with ideas. And Music Count Us In was mentioned a few times, which is a program here in Australia that ran for a number of years, where they would produce a song and send it out to people and people would all sing it at the same time on the same day, and it would be broadcast and things like that as well. And people were sort of a bit sad that this program had ended because the government funding had ended. And we were talking about it that night in our hotel room. And it's a bit dangerous to put Debbie and I in a hotel room together, because we brainstorm and we don't just go, wouldn't it be nice if? We go, well, how can we actually make that happen? And we decided that actually we know enough people we have enough networks to make this happen. So that's how it started. And we really decided right from the start that this was always going to be free. No one was ever going to have to pay to be part of this because we know what school music budgets are like and you have to make choices. And sometimes the choice might be don't buy the song. So we decided this will always be free. To make that happen, though, we, of course, need lots of people on board to help with it. And so we set about getting some partners. Do you want to talk about that, Debbie?
Yes. Well, I think just to go back to what you were saying, Deb, it's really dangerous to let us brainstorm. Like I'm sure many people have said, in fact, people have said to me since, yes, I've wondered about doing something like Music Count Us In. But the thing is, and I think this is what is the magic of intentional collaboration, working together, we don't just think, wouldn't it be nice? We just actually do it and we support each other. And the other thing is we're at the parts of our careers, though I know I'm further along than you, Deb, but we are at the parts of our careers where we've spent a lot of time in our own professional development and working with others on their professional learning. And we have networks. We know, I know a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, Deb, if you'd like an ark built, I know. I know a guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Moving on.
So we really know people.
Yeah.
And we went, we need somebody to play this for us. Oh, I know a guy. Well, actually, I know a
girl.
person, Sarah. Hello, Sarah Whiting. Thank you. Played on the recording for both years now. And between us and our networks, we have all these amazing people that believe in the power of music education. They might be doing it partly because of their relationship to us.
Sure.
But it's not just that. It's they believe in the value of music for children.
And I think we were able to just share our vision of what this could be. And last year, of course, in the first year you do anything, we had no idea how it would go. And we started talking about this in September of 2021. And then we started working on it a little bit. And then, life gets busy, as it does when you're a teacher and doing lots of things. And it came around to, I think, about March. And we're like, we really have to get this sorted because October is not that far away. And it came to a point where we thought, oh, have we actually left it too late? Do we leave it till next year? And we thought, no, let's just do it, even if 10 schools sing it this year.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought, okay, we can count on this friend and this person
Yes.
we know. And we listed off about 10 people. Yet we know they'll definitely do it. We actually applied for a grant to do this. And when we applied for our grant, we'll have to look it up. I think we said there might be 2,000 people who sang it. I think that may have been, or maybe
We
3.
must look that up.
Yeah, we must. It was very low compared to what it ended up being. But we sort of calculated, okay, if we've got 10 people and they each have,
And they've
maybe
each
we
got
said
400 singers.
5,000. There might be 5,000 people, and we thought, oh, goodness, are we pushing it? We put in our grant. We were successful in the grant. It's a Queensland Mental Health Week grant. And that money that we were successful in obtaining then paid for the composer. The composer and the arranger are the only people in this project who are paid for their services.
Our web, the Kodai Queensland web developer,
Yes.
because we've got to pay her for some hours to do that sort of side, because
everything else people have donated in kind, their time and their expertise, their amazing expertise.
There's like Dave Pawsey, shout out Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Live streaming Queensland. I nearly said Australia.
Queensland live streaming.
Queensland live streaming. And he's videoed the events for us and spent hours filming and editing. And he's done that because he believes in the importance of music education. So it's people like that that do all of this work. And work together and collaborate. And do you know the other amazing thing about these collaborations is that I believe, maybe it's naive, but I believe that we are also breaking down some traditional barriers. So, for example, Kodai Queensland is a partner, and in fact, the organising partner. So that if there's money shortfall, Organised Queensland. Kodai Queensland pays that money, and the committee has committed to doing that if we don't get other funding. But ORF, and those of you who know that, some people believe that ORF and Kodai cannot exist comfortably together. Look, no matter what your belief is, we all believe in music education. We've got ASME, the Australian Society for Music Education, on board as a partner. We have the Conservatorium of Music now. We've got all sorts of people signed up to be partners to do what they can for the event. And to be a partner, all you really need to do is to promote the event. Get on, share the social media posts, talk about how important singing together is. Gee, most of us would hop on board willingly with that sort of thing. But other partners, of course, the ORF Association, Quosa, they did arrangements for barred instruments. They're up there for you to download.
Swick,
Tyler Swick. Shout out Tyler in America. He has done a Boomwhacker play along. It's on his YouTube channel. The song, by the way, we haven't said the name of the song. Fill the World with Song. So if you want to hop on to Tyler Swick's channel, we'll put the link in the show notes. But he's done this Boomwhacker arrangement of Fill the World with Song. So people are donating all sorts of things. So as you're listening to this, you might think, oh, I
know a guy.
Love it. Or you yourself. What can you offer? Crescendo has made the sing-along YouTube clips, and I do lots of the graphics and things. And in fact, I've got some new ones that have just gone out. So you give what you can. So think, is there something that you could give to Together Sing?
We also have another partner who is a deputy principal at a school here in Brisbane, who and their school is bilingual and they do Auslan as their other language. They have a lot of students who are hearing impaired at their school, and they're a bilingual school. So she has done an Auslan interpretation of the song and done a lovely video for us, but also a video explaining how to do the signs, which is fabulous. And the children really respond to that. And isn't that great to break down further barriers and widen our reach to some children who, traditionally wouldn't be singing a song with us, but we're able to include them. But also for kids who would be singing a song, to have a wider understanding of the world and of people who do things differently to them.
In fact, someone listening, maybe if you're listening in America, you think that's a good idea, because Auslan is the sign language that hearing impaired people use in Australia. Whatever your American sign language is called, someone might say, hey, I could do that for our American audience. We would love that.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing. Think outside the box. What sort of thing could you do for Together Sing? Of course, the first thing you have to do is sign up and register as many people as you can. My school, I'm at a school of 600, so I sign up. All of my kids are singing it. Whether we all sing it in a performance or not is actually a little irrelevant. They actually all are. But whether they did or not, I'm singing it with them all. So 600 is my number. Deb's got a bigger one.
Yeah, we've got 900 at my school. So we've got 900 kids singing it. And right from the preppies, the 5-year-olds, right up to the grade 6s are all enjoying the song. The preppies can't sing all the words of the verses necessarily, but the chorus, they're in there and they're loving it. And that part of each verse they sing.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter because that's what we do when we're a community. We do what we can. And I say to them, the big kids will do this bit, don't worry. And I say to the big kids, hey, this is the bit that the preppies won't be able to do. You really need to be great at this bit.
And sometimes I say to the big kids, the preppies are singing it better than you.
I have said that myself too.
So we thought that it would be really useful for you to hear a little bit about Together Sing. Oh, I know, before we leave it, we could talk about the other downloads that are in there.
Oh, yes. There's so many. So when you sign up, you get a link to an online file manager, SharePoint. And you can then download all of the resources. The resources that are there just really keep growing and are just dependent on who our partners are and what they're able to contribute. So, of course, there's a score. There's a vocal score. There's a 2-part score.
There's a unison score.
There's a whole piano arrangement. Shout out to Will.
Yes, Will.
Who is amazing and takes a simple song and just works his magic. Will is, yes, we are so blessed to have him on board. And so there's that. What else is there? All the YouTube links, of course, so you can have a sing-along video. You can have the sing-along video with someone else singing or without someone else singing, just with the backing
and again,
track.
shout out Penny Connolly-Coates.
Oh, fabulous.
Who is
sang
the
for us.
female voice on, and the lovely Jason Chapman, a Year 5 boy who's the other voice.
Yeah.
So thanks to them. See, that's their contribution, partnership.
There's also a backing track, so you don't have to have the video playing. There's a separate audio file, and thanks to Andrew from Hazard Sound, who mastered all of that and did all his audio magic and added extra instrumentation in as well for us.
And I think there might even be audio of just the piano and then one with the extra instrumentation. There's a lot in there. Asmay Queensland did these fabulous social media posts with links, quotes and links to research about
the benefits
of singing. They're amazing. There's either 10 or 12.
There's 10, I think.
And we use them in our school newsletters and put in the links. If you want to read more, go over here. They're beautiful and they're well branded with our Together Sing branding.
Yeah. Yes, so you can download those.
Oh, Wendy's articles.
Oh, there's articles on tips for singing with young children and with older primary children.
And creating choirs.
Yes.
So that's Wendy Rolls. Shout out Wendy Rolls. She's a partner. See, all of these things that you could do. I hope the cogs are working in your heads at the moment and you're thinking, how can I help Together Sing? And yes, you're helping Deb and Debbie, but you're actually helping so many people. Did we? actually talk about numbers?
I don't think we have.
I want to talk
You do
about
that.
numbers. Last year, our inaugural year.
When we thought we might have 5,000.
Yeah. Do you remember our committee chat on
Mhm.
Messenger, Deb? We had, we were saying, oh, we've just released it. How many will we get? And someone said, we might get 5. We might get 10. I jumped in and went, we get 100 because I just
100,000, that is. And we all went, maybe, Debbie.
we ended up with 150,000 singers.
In every state of Australia and overseas.
Yes, state and territory.
Oh, and
Let's
territory.
not forget our
Don't
territories.
forget them.
Every single state and territory and overseas. Anyone can do it. It doesn't matter where you live.
And some
Assuming
of those,
you want to sing in English.
yeah,
Hey,
someone can translate it. Beautiful. Some of those people registered for just 20 people, just for maybe they were just doing it with a small choir. And some people, like my school, registered for 900. So quite a variety. And some people, there were even a couple of registrations just for 5 people or for 3 people or something. If you want to just sing it in your lounge room, go ahead and register. That's fine.
we actually have some registrations for one.
For one, yes.
Someone who is not teaching and not doing any singing with anyone else.
And just wanted to check it out.
They wanted the resources, and maybe some of our partners even just
Yes.
registered for one,
Yep.
so that they could download and understand the resources. So,
But don't hold back on those numbers, because we're
the numbers. And at the time of recording this podcast, sad face, we'd probably be just over 80,000 now.
maybe, yeah.
Maybe. And so I guess we should say we're recording
In September.
September 17th.
So we're a month out.
Yeah, that's a lot to get for a month.
Yeah.
So
sign up if you haven't
Please.
signed up. Just do it straight away.
yeah, do it. So there's 2 calls to action for you, right? Are you ready, everyone? As soon as you get off this, sign up. We will put in very big letters in the show notes, we'll put the link. Just get in, sign up, fill in the form, you're done. You can download everything. And remember, sign up with as big a numbers as you can. We don't want you to lie.
No.
But we would like you to go max rather than min, Okay, so sign up and also think, could I personally contribute? Could my professional association contribute? You know what I really want to happen, Deb, and I know you do too. We would just love a band association to go, we could do a band arrangement for primary school band.
Yeah.
Stringies to go, let's do a string ensemble arrangement.
Yeah.
We don't have the time or the skills. Oh, I could do it, but it would suck.
Yeah, and really the time.
Oh, well, that's the time too.
Yeah.
So think about, is there something you could contribute, or that your associations or networks could contribute, even just sharing the posts from our Facebook page. And I post things through LinkedIn and stuff as well. So share posts and promote.
I think the other thing is, if you sign up, once you've signed up, get someone else to sign up too. Send an email to someone that you know that's teaching down the road or across the other side of the world and say, hey, here's a great resource. Sign up for it. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
And then tell them to tell someone else. Let's get the word out.
Yes, which is literally how we got 150,000 last year. We didn't do any advertising.
We have no advertising budget over here.
No.
We have no budget at all.
However, if someone wished to contribute to an advertising budget, I think that the whole essence of this, it's a grassroots, groundswell movement saying music is important.
Yeah. And really, look, in my school, we sang it on an assembly, and this was in Queensland Mental Health Week, but we also talked about mental health that week, and some of the teachers talked about it in their classrooms leading up to it. This is not something that we'd talked about at our school in the past. But just to have that little focus on that for 1 week in our assembly, and to talk about a few things, and then to sing together for our mental health, and just because we love it, was really great. And then to also have those advocacy moments when a school all sings together. That is amazing advocacy for your classroom music program. And then, like Debbie, I then redid it at a concert, at our choral gala concert at the end of the year, where our 3 choirs performed, and got all the parents to join in as well. So, and I plan on doing that again this year. Why not?
Me too.
I should add them into the numbers as well. The audience.
The audience.
If the audience sing, I'm going to register a second time and put them in.
I never thought of that. I should do that too. The audience sang it last year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I hope you're going to help us. I hope you will take this call to action, register, sing, enjoy, and be part of the Together Sing movement. And to finish off, I want to say thanks, Deb, for joining me today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Till next time. As we know, laughter relieves stress. Don't lose sight of the funny side of life. The future, the present, and the past walked into a bar. Things got a little tense. Thank you so much for watching our Crescendo Music Education podcast. For more information about all things Crescendo, including membership and music education resources, visit us at crescendo.com.au. Don't forget to like and subscribe.